before Mountain View got all fucking reestablished, where that In-N-Out is.
Okay, yeah.
It's that spot before they made that freeway on-ramp that goes straight to Costco. Now it just...
Like when it was like Orange Grove or whatever?
Like a dark Orange Grove path.
Yeah.
So they pulled me over in that area, and then that's when Brent woke up, and he was like, what's happening? And I was like, well, I'm getting pulled over. And he was like, why are you pulling over into a dark area? Like... And it didn't even cross my mind. Not ever have I ever thought I was in danger of getting raped. And then he was like, this is inappropriate. And his dad's a sheriff. So I'm like, okay, like, you probably know what you're talking about. And so I rolled down my window, and Brent's laid down still. And as the cop comes up to the window, Brent puts his seat up, and he is just sitting there. And the guy was like, oh, I thought you were alone. He was like, did you know what you were doing wrong? And I was like, no. And he was like, you have a brake light out. We got home. My brake light was not out. There's nothing wrong with my car. Like, there was no reason for anyone to be pulling me over whatsoever. I was driving the speed limit for once in my life. And I was going with the flow of traffic. Like, everything was fine. And the minute he saw that I had two guys in my car, he was like, well. And had I been alone, it may have been different. Had I been alone, it may have not been different.
And the news could have hushed, like, after you got caught raping women or something.
And that's the thing, is that there's so many stigmas with so many different professions. CEOs, cops, lawyers, judges.
People in power.
People in power have the ability to hush people the fuck up. And that's the problem, is there's too many people.
That is a real systemic problem that is happening. That's happened forever.
It's awful.
You know, it's I listened to Snowden on Joe Rogan, and it was like, oh,
I want to listen to that.
Yeah, you're like, he goes, we need like an exemplary, like a president arrested, a senator arrested, something.
Someone in higher power needs to be arrested, other than the people that fucking Trump fires and then gets caught with something because he clearly puts out whatever they did wrong.
People need to be held accountable for these, you know, these unconstitutional, crazy law breaking that is like the fundamentals to what makes America great.
Dumbest thing that Hillary Clinton, the Clintons in general, did was kill Jeffrey Epstein. Like, I'm sorry, you just killed a guy that could possibly make a huge difference.
We don't know that for sure.
Oh, we know.
We don't know that for sure. Just because Bill Clinton wrote with 34 times with him on a plane.
Could have been Donald Trump who killed him. It could have been everyone that is 100%. It could have been Joe Biden. I don't give a fuck. All these people are tied in with dirty ass shit. Yeah. And everyone sees it. If anything has come out of Donald Trump being president, it's that you can fucking see it all.
I said this on I think the last podcast. I said that
last time too, but
yeah, fucking what's his name? The conspiracy dude who got banned from everything.
I thought that was Snowden.
No. He's a fucking patriot. He's a whistleblower.
Speaking of whistleblowers,
conspiracy theorist dude. Oh,
Tom Waits.
Joe Rogan talks about him. Alex Jones.
Ah, yes.
I get it. He said some horrible shit. Said Sandy Hook was a hoax. He says some shit. Well.
Some of that conspiracy, they
get in the weeds sometimes, but
yeah,
sometimes he's right about stuff. And he was saying,
he also said some racist ass shit too, didn't he?
I don't think so. Well,
I feel like Alex Jones.
He says all kinds of crazy shit, but years ago, and this was one of the things I was like, well, I can't fucking believe this guy because he thinks Sandy Hook was fake, and he says that there's some fucking island where celebrities and politicians go and have sex with children, and it's all controlled by Jeffrey Epstein and all this. And it's like, dude, you're fucking crazy.
They all tore him down.
And then it happened, and it was like, oh fuck, Alex Jones was right. Like, he totally was like, they got an island and they're fucking kids.
He probably opened his best bottle of whiskey that night and was like, cheers to myself. Could you imagine being in his shoes at that point?
He thinks he's saving the world, yeah.
Like, thank God. But here's my thing with Sandy Hook. I'm not saying it was a hoax. I never
even looked into it.
there's just some questionable things. That there's some of the same people that are involved with the Florida shooting. There was like a shooting in Florida.
Yeah.
Some of those kids look very similar to the Sandy Hook kids. And some of those parents, when they would go and do a press release about their kid dying, they would be laughing before they got up onto the stage. There's multiple shots of those parents smiling and laughing. And it's weird. Well, and I wouldn't be surprised. This is probably really far-fetched, but I'm kind of drunk.
This is real crazy conspiracy.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a farm of children being raised to just be shot and killed for these reasons. Jesus to make Christ. One side look better than the other.
Really hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. But think about it. Think about... We have a warehouse for everything. We hid aliens forever. We hid all of this shit forever.
The CIA killed Martin Luther King, like legitimately.
100%.
Like, that's
how is there not a warehouse of little baby children being grown and raised just for this circumstance? There's so many kids in the foster system, you would never know.
Yeah,
those kids could be sent somewhere.
Or
it's weird to me. And they have that whole farm of people that grow their hair for fucking wigs,
right? And
real people growing their hair. Considered a farm.
Let's assume that it was real for the sensitivities of the people who lost people.
No, for sure. I definitely think some of it was real.
No, but let me make my point.
Real.
What if? And it wouldn't be fucking unlikely if a travesty happens, tragedy.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the CIA, the government, whoever goes, we could use this. Let's get actors in there.
For sure.
Let's push something. Let's do...
Well, because think about gun reformation and getting rid of guns altogether. If you shoot up a whole school of kids, you're going to change some minds.
Yeah.
But...
Or 9/11. 9/11 obviously really happened.
Yeah.
Obviously was really controlled by the Taliban.
That's another thing. If you guys all want fucking 9/11 to be 100% remembered every single year and be really dramatic about it, maybe we should make it a holiday. Just saying.
Ooh, there's a good point. Pearl Harbor is
every single fucking year, and everyone's like, you probably forgot 9/11. Trust me, I haven't forgotten about 9/11 just as much as I haven't forgotten about the fucking Las Vegas shootings. I haven't forgotten about the fucking Sandy Hook. I haven't forgotten about Columbine. There's so many fucking things that we just fucking blow past, and that's why everyone thinks that lives are just interchangeable and wasted.
So this is back
why not?
to that Winston Churchill, like, never let
a catastrophe go wasted or unused.
Yeah, whatever it was. I fucking can't remember the exact saying.
Loser.
My mind, like, literally, I was all cylinders this morning. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I have something I want to say that's positive.
Do you want to say it?
No, you can say it. You go first.
Are you going to forget it?
Yeah, no, you go first. I have it written down.
Oh, okay. So, it's so fucking likely. Is it just coincidence? I don't think so. Now, 9/11 happened. Terrible, right?
Yeah.
Instantly, when the Pentagon got hit, it just so happened that they hit the part that was holding all the documents that had the paper trail to the trillions and billions of dollars that was lost in the military-industrial complex. Mm-hmm. Suspicious, right? Other things get tucked away. They were going to pass...
There's a ton of shit that was probably in there that was just burned up.
There's so many things that happen throughout history. You're like, that's weird. Like, and I'm not saying... And obviously there are false flags now that we know. Like, we might, in 100 years, look back through history books and they'll go, oh, it turns out that was actually a false flag. Mm-hmm. Or whatever it was. You know, something small. Because we've done it before. We've... And it's documented and it's public history now. It's not just fucking WikiLeaks. It's like, you can go to the fucking library and pull this shit up. Mm-hmm. And the government's like, oh yeah, we were trying different tactics back then.
Oh, for sure.
We were trying to, like, scare American citizens into believing something. No big deal.
And they're still trying to scare American citizens into doing stuff and believing things.
Right.
You don't think that the Democrats have no behind the scenes in this whole Black Lives Matter protesters and people getting swept up in bans, you don't think that the Republicans have their hands not dirty? Everyone's hands that are in the fucking pot, and if you think any of those fingertips are clean, go suck your own dick. Because that's like, come on. You have to be fucking blind if you think one side is better than the other.
Yeah,
no side is better. No one matters. Everyone needs to fucking die and burn. Yeah. And then we restart with whoever survives. Cockroaches last the longest.
Yeah, we're living in a Shakespeare play where our two leads, the Democrats and Republicans, are fictitious, manipulative
Pelosi
people.
looks like a fucking Invisible Man come to life. She looks like shit. You know where like Invisible Man fucking gets like the weird mask put on him so they can see him so he's not raping people at night? That's what she looks like. She looks fucking freakish, and there's nothing. You know what? She needs some period blood poured on her. Fertilizer, you know?
And you know,
fertilizer.
If we get
somebody better
Biden as president,
I'm fertilizing her.
If we get fucking Biden as president, it will create a sense of false hope.
Yep.
And things will probably calm down for a little bit.
Well, I don't think so.
That false sense of security will come back, and everything will be like, see, everything's back to good.
Well, because see, everything right now, we're at a peak. Everything right now is so amped up. Everyone's so ready to just fucking vote. Also, don't vote twice because that's stupid. That's illegal.
Fair.
You either have to vote by mail or in person. Can't do both.
Yeah, oftentimes too, if they find
Donald Trump told people that you could do both.
Yeah. But typically, like if you do that,
cannot.
They void both of your votes.
Exactly. So don't do it. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh no.
Oh God.
Oh no. This is still recording, right? We've had some experiences in the past where it hasn't recorded. But okay, in my positive note, lost what I was saying. Come back. Nancy Pelosi, freak. Everyone's a freak. I feel like
so anyways, Joe Biden's going to be president.
Oh yeah,
and everything's going to be fine.
So everything's at a peak, and what's going to happen? So a lot of people put a lot of hanging black like mannequins in their yard when Obama was elected.
Oh yeah.
And so Republicans who say we did nothing. You guys hung a bunch of fake mannequins or things that looked like bodies that looked like President Obama. So everyone that says, it's your president, respect him. You didn't respect Obama, so go fuck yourself.
Neither side. They always say that. Like,
they make
you need to respect your president. And then when
both of them
opposite
make me
side,
angry.
they're like, well, it's different because he's ruining America.
So, okay. All I'm saying is that I think the election could swing both ways. If the Republicans win, it's going to be hellfire. If the Democrats win, it's going to be hellfire. There's going to be some sort of eruption that happens at that point, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if cities are going to go up in flames, but I have a feeling that it's not going to be awesome. Either way you swing it. It's just... everyone just needs to cancel themselves. That's what needs to happen.
We just need to be nicer to each other.
Internally burn yourself down.
Whoa.
So
just be nicer to each other. There's so many fucking good people out there.
But here's my positive. Breonna Taylor, she got shot up in her house while she was sleeping. Boyfriend got shot, thrown in prison, right?
Yeah, it sucks.
Whole thing. So they reached a settlement today of $12 million to the family for the wrongful shooting. And then they also, obviously, super meaningful. They're starting to get some headway. But Mom made a super strong statement saying, I want more to be done. I want to come and work with officials to help them reform police. Good. Not defund, but reform. Yeah. And she also wants Breonna Taylor's boyfriend to be released from prison, all charges washed.
Yeah.
And so these are the two things that are now left on the table that need to be solidified. Obviously, the police that killed her need to be brought to justice and thrown in jail. Mm-hmm. That's the other part of it. But They're at least reaching a settlement of $12 million, which is the largest settlement that any city or police official has given to another person because of their wrongdoing. So